Have a look at this guy. Beautiful colours, beautiful fins. We'll get you straight back. Got you. My name's Tom Jarman, and in this series of videos, I'm going to be tying some flies, then jumping straight onto the water and showing you where and how to fish them.
That is insane.
Hey guys, I'm on the banks of the Goulburn River, and today I'm going to tie for you and then fish one of my favourite nymph patterns for this river here in summer. Alright, so the fly I'm going to tie and then fish is called a peeping caddis. Very simple to fly to tie as always. Tying this one on a size 16 Hanak 400 jig hook, and then I've just got a slotted tungsten bead here. This one's a 3mm copper bead. We'll just get our thread on here. It's lovely. I'm actually sitting out here on the decking on one of the cabins at the caravan park. I'm up with the Sydney Floriders doing some guiding and coaching. We finished early, so I thought what better way to spend an afternoon than to tie a fly and then jump in the water and have a bit of a fish. Now I'm just tying here. This is actually like the hot spot. It's essentially the grub of the caddis, hence the peeping caddis, and it's just tied out of a chartreuse egg yarn there. So I'm tying that forwards. This builds up the body really nicely. Just tying that back to about there, which is perfect. I'm gonna cut that there. Now, you don't need to do this part. I like to do it just because it does make the fly look nice when it's finished. I'm just gonna tie in a partridge feather and then tie it back, and it's gonna kind of act like the little legs and kind of swimmers that these guys have in the water. So I'm just tying this in from the tips here. And it doesn't need to be super clean because these legs are literally just going to overlap with the little tag there, which is acting as our little caddis grub. Now what we'll do is, as we tie back, you'll see these kind of bristles kind of cloak it. They soften that little tag there that we've got beautifully. Just make sure it's right the way around. That's lovely there. As with most of my flies, don't have to be like bang on. You know, this nymph in particular on a pacey river like this with a lot of current, it's going to be tumbling down. They're just going to get a little glimpse of the chartreuse kind of butt, and then they'll see kind of like, you know, the casing, essentially the caddis, the cased body here drifting down in the right size and shape, and they're probably going to go, huh, I'll see what that is, and put it in their mouth. Now, just doing the body out of hare's ear here. I actually like this one because it's like natural hare's ear, but it's almost got like a tinge, tiny tinge of olive in it, which does look really, really nice. But as you've probably heard me talk in the past, every hare's ear style fly you tie is going to turn out slightly differently, turn out to be different because it's a natural fiber and there's just so much variation in it. Now the final thing we're doing just here before the bead, we're going to do a turn of 46 henge spectra dubbing, just a nice little peacock collar to finish off. Gives it a nice little bit of glint there. And pop a couple of half hitches there to lock that in. Get my super glue. Couple of turns there. Whoop. Half hitch, lock that down, and that thing is ready to go. As you can see, very simple. I do like this in summer in the clear water. There's obviously heaps of caddis in the river, heaps of caddis in the afternoons on the water, and it's just got a beautiful natural hotspot there that's very different to a lot of other flies that have bright orange tags, pink tags, orange collars. So really like this fly. I'm going to grab it, jump on the water, go rig up, then jump on the water and show you how I'm going to fish it. All right, so I'm just going to take out my nymphing rod. The reason for that is the river's pushing, it's flowing at like 5,000 megaliters. It's an 11-foot rod. I've got a thin micro leader on it. I can fish a bit of nymph under dry and the softer stuff. If there is some big fast currents, I can offer it some slack, try and get that single nymph down on light tippet and just stay relatively tight to it. Then I can also downstream nymph, swing it around. It's a very, very versatile setup for this. And there are enough slack pieces of water where I'm going to be here. So we'll set this up, thread it through, and go down and make a start. All right, got some okay water just here, but I think I might wander down. That'll give me the chance to come up, have a look at it. It's pretty much, there should be fish in the soft edges. I will try not to fish the fast middle stuff. I'll look for the structure like this stuff down here and fish in and around the slack gaps. So we'll head down there. I've got a nymph and the dry. I've got a spun caddis there and the peeping caddis on. So we'll nymph under dry for a start and see how we go. So any of these little softer edges on the current, like there, some down there, should be good. So I'm going to wander down. We'll work our way back up through. All right, there we go. Peeping caddis under dry. I'm not expecting the fish to eat the dry. I'm really fishing the dry so I can use it to cast across, give it some slack, and then the dry will manage the drift for me. If I was just fishing the single nymph, I have to do it all. And there may be areas where I can't actually wade to, where I need to make the cast across. And then the dry will be a big help there because that's essentially towing and managing the drift for me. And even though it looks big and wide, the current's not that fast here. It's not too bad. So we'll see how we go. So I can fish across and I can let it drift here because I'm not going to be dragging the fly. The dry's doing the managing through there. I'm going to work my way across because I think as we get up there, there's a nice seam. I feel like the dry could be hampering the drift. So I'm going to make a few more drifts up. It's in some good slow water there though. Alright, I'm chopping the dry off here just because I think the current's so complicated on top, it's really killing my drift subsurface. So just going to leave this dropper hanging because I can go back to the nymph under dry if I want. Obviously you can't do that if you're comp fishing, so we're not allowed free hanging droppers, but casually now we can. Just going to put some wax up here because I'm going to rely on this indicator above the water to be my indicator of drift and take detection, because I'm just sure there should be some fish through this stuff here. Fishing the single nymph as well, I have a bit more versatility. I can animate my flies, I can swing them a little bit. Got you. Oh, nice fish. Well, not changing anything, just chopping off the dry and fishing a single nymph made all the difference there. I was able to just get my fly down better. So if I'm in waist deep water here, you need quite a long dropper in this pace current to actually get it down, and then your drift still might be compromised because of the dry dragging, because the current on top's so much faster. Ooh. Oh, it's just come off. Bummer. That sucks. But I'm sure there'll be more. There's no problem. I'm going to come back down this run. So I think there are fish down at the bottom that I may have left behind. Okay, I've just come back to where I started nymph under dry. I'm just fishing it with a single nymph. That is unbelievable. Oh. I just came back here because I fished up all through this at the start with with a nymph and dry. And then when I got over there, I went to a single nymph because I just thought the dry nymph wasn't working because maybe the current's on top's a bit fast. So I've come back to the bottom, made a drift across with the single nymph and caught one right where I got in. Well, I haven't caught it yet, hooked one. Hey, where are you going? I'd rather you didn't come off like the last one. Hey. Oh. Got you now, mate. There we go. Well, first one to the net. Chunky rainbow. You can see peeping caddis there. Thank you, buddy. That's great. That's so amazing, mate. Amazing how you can just walk up through it, fish to them, and if you've got the wrong approach, you're just not going to catch them. So I've just come out of that little glidey shingle where I started, just to come to some of this slower water to see how nymph under dry, but with a very, very long dropper goes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cast it long. I need a long dropper because one, the water's deep, but hopefully it is slow enough that this fly, which isn't super, super heavy, can get up and then get to depth in time for me to spend some time near the bottom, getting that fly down. I'll utilize a bit of swing at the end of a lot of these presentations as well, just because you spend so long, so much energy trying to get a fly down and get it drifting nicely. It's kind of a shame once, you know, it's been down, you don't want to just rip it out straight away. So that swing, it slows the fly quite nicely, and you do pick up the odd fish on it. See, some of these drifts are feeling fantastic and are going unrewarded. Gotcha. Ooh, finally. Nice fish. That fish was a little bit wider out there. Fighting well, this fish, and all the fish here fight pretty well in this current. Yeah, it is a nice fish. Want to get beneath it. Come on, buddy, pivot up with me. Ooh, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Nice brown. No, settle down. You can see there how long my dropper is to get this on my rod tip there, to get this nymph down in that big, deep, fast current, but it is doable. Oop, hey. That is a nice fish. Pop that fly out again. Whoop, we'll slip you straight back, buddy. There you go, nice to get one nymph under dry. Alright. Get this back up and out there. It's got no chance of getting down. That just ripped through. Do not love that. Current on the Goulburn, you get so much variation. Sometimes it like surges and it slows, and it is amazing how often you make a cast and it just has zero hope of getting down and getting anywhere good. See, that drifts a lot slower, and and the fly's already at depth, and I just made the exact same cast as I did the cast before. Gotcha. Ooh. Where are you going, buddy? Another one falls to nymph under dry. Get up all this slack. That's how much line I was hoiking up. Haven't got a good feel for what this fish is like yet. Oh, nice fish. And they're all nice fish, I say that all the time. So this is a lovely fish. Look nice and silver in the water. Whew. And there it is, flies pinged out in the net. Man, it takes a lot of drifts to get these fish out there. Look at that. That is a little tank. The fin's amazing. Alright, in front of the cabins. Got some nice broken water there that I'm going to have a look at. Make some drifts through. Oh, bummer, missed that. That fish creamed that dead drift. Oh. God, that sucks. Saw it and felt it. Got it. That was the one. Saw it and felt it the first cast and still missed it. Got it that time though. Where are you going? I think we got a brown here. That's a rainbow. This low light, it's hard to call them early. There you go, thank you buddy. Looking at this, I'm wondering if I'll be able to scoot across. Gotcha. Ooh, that's a better fish, I reckon. Gave that jig and it locked up. And then it's got on the move. Just wandering back down. Ooh, that's a nice brown. Wandering back down because I want to be fighting the fish, not the fish and the current. Hey. Nice, we've got a big wide open run here. Some nice quality fish. No. No, stay up there for me, buddy. That's a really good now. Being rather annoying. Come on the surface. Whew. Nice fish. Very nice brown. Have a look at this guy. Beautiful colours. Beautiful fins. We'll get you straight back. Well, all wrapped up there. I broke my fly off, so that was me done. I'd kind of finished all the water I could access from this side of the river at 5,000 megalitres with the techniques I had available, so that was great. Fishing was pretty good as well. Caught some nice fish. There were fish mixed all through the different water types, which was cool, so I got to fish a couple of different pieces. As you saw, it is quite cool what you can do with just one fly. You can nymph under dry it, you can cast it up, get some nice dead drifts with it on a Euro nymphing setup. You can also swing it across the current, so very, very versatile. In this water here, having said that, I normally, if I was going to nymph it, would probably use two flies, especially in the straighter currents. Extra weight. an extra water coverage as well when I am swinging the fly across current if I do want to do that. So it is worth keeping that in mind. As always, there's links to the gear that I was fishing in the description below. Click the drop down. There's also a link to the fly that I was fishing. That fly is actually available in my signature fly range in the Fly Life magazine shop, so check that out there. Please like the video if you did, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm really enjoying doing this new style of video. It's a nice challenge for me, heading out with one, you know, style of fly, fishing it around and trying to see what I can catch and how versatile it is. So it's a lot of fun. I'll keep mixing up the content that I'm doing, some of these videos, some normal fishing videos. So hope you're enjoying it. Look forward to seeing you in the next video, and thanks for watching.